Hi guys, thank you for watching my channel and thanks for watching this video. In this video I will go through the installations of the Ventura bike rack with the pack rack, and I will go step by step including the tools that you're gonna need to install this. So first let me give a quick tour of the end product. So this rack consists of at least two packages. So this is what they call the L bracket because it looks like an L. So there are two of them, one on each side, and then you can buy separately the rack. So they have different kind of racks. I bought the one they call pack rack. So this is a high bar. You can put the back there and tighten it up. Ventura also sell the back. It's kind of expensive, but you can buy different backs from other stores that might be cheaper. And the way it works is that the front side attached to the passenger's footrest, and they did a pretty good engineering there because they also provide you with this washer. So then the space will be the same because that piece there has the same thickness as the washer. So then you don't get angled if you don't have the washer. So that also secure. And they don't provide you with new bolts, so this is an existing bolt. It's still going to be enough. And then the next one, and the next place that this bracket is secure is on this side here, and this is secured against the middle bar, and the middle bar is attached through the two bolts that secure the tail light, this tail light part here. And they did the same thing. They also provide, see that washer here, so then the space will be equal. Once you slide in that part, you're gonna get straight, you're not gonna get an angled joint there. And then for the pack rack, so this one is actually a slide in, so then that way you can put the different kind of rack. Ventura sell different types. I bought the one that's called pack rack, which is pretty high. I can put bags in the back and put box in the back. Have this nice CC bar to secure it. Ventura sell the one that called sports pack, which is sports rack, which is a lower one. I think they also sell the one that doesn't even have any bar here. It's just gonna CC bar flat there. And the pack rack consists of three sections. One is the rack itself, and then they call it a mounting bracket here. So the two bolts, one going up, one going down, and here is actually, if you can see it, let's see, yeah. So that's called the lag. So two lags, and then two mounting bracket and the rack. And the nice thing about their design here is that you see this angle, so you can, this actually can move, and this can adjust, and that way they build one pack rack, one rack, and it can fit almost any bike with any weight that is covered by that adjustment, because every bike will have a different distance here, but because this move, then they can put it in virtual any bike within the adjustment range. So if you have a second bike or you buy a new bike, you can keep the pack rack. You might still have to buy in the L bracket because every bike have a different L bracket, and that way your investment of the pack rack is gonna be well worth it. So that's the tour of the Ventura, and then I'm gonna show you how it's all installed. And first of all, I apologize if the audio is not so good. This was my first video on YouTube channel, and I just realized after I hear it again, my voice was not that clear. So just bear with me, but I hope the video is still going to be useful. Enjoy. Okay, so these are the tools that I use to do the install. And the instruction manual, obviously I needed that. and then I need 2 hex wrench, number 5 and number 6, and also have this type of hex wrench that I use with a breaker bar, and I need that because the nuts, to loosen the nuts at the footrest of the passenger side, you're not going to be able to loosen it up using just this one. So this number 6. I also use this ratchet wrench, which once the nut is loose, this is very helpful to quickly unscrew, and also to initially screw the nuts back. And you're also going to need a torque wrench to tighten the nut on the footrest. And the measurement there is 18 foot per pound. Remember that number, 18 foot per pound. I look it up in the Kawasaki Ninja manual. The torque measurement for the footrest bolt is 18 foot per pound. And I also use this screwdriver, which comes handy to hold or to kind of push around the washer when I need to. And last but not least, duct tape. Why do I need duct tape? If you do things this enough, you might guess what step for, but you will see it later in the video on how that duct tape is used. Okay, so let's see how it's done. So first, what we're gonna do is according to instruction is to well, first of all, you take off the pillion, the seat, and then you open that up, and then there's this 4 bolts here that there's 4 bolts here that they want you to take out, and they say to put washers on the front. So I guess you add the washer here and here to raise it a little bit, and that will get through later on, because we're gonna put the middle bar underneath these 2 bolts. So let's do that. Okay, so now after I put the washer there, and I loosen it up, then I have room to put this in. But now the question is, do I do this way or do this way? The instruction is not clear, so it's supposed to go underneath there, right? So how do I figure it out? So what I do is I take this piece here, which also another story whether it's going to be left or right. So it's supposed to go that way. So I just kind of lay it out there, and then I overlay this, and then by doing that I figure out it's this way, not this way. And we'll see if I'm right or wrong. Okay, so I stand corrected. Actually, we don't want to put the washer there. We want to put the washer underneath, and it will be apparent later on. So I only have 2 hands, so I have to take out all 4. I already take the 2 there, the front. So I'm gonna need to take those 2, and this will fall off. So what do I do is, just like any other good engineer, I use duct tape to hold them together. So I have 4 points here to hold it, the front. So then once I take the back off, I can loosen this up, and I can slide the washer in, tighten up, and I can work the front one. Let's do that. Alright, it's on. So I tighten the screws back, and you can see here that's the middle bar, and that's why they put the washer here, so that there's an even space and that will be secure. Now, word to the wise, what I find is that turns out I need to, let me see here, see this, I have to take it off. That's a life shot, because this thing just keep closing on me. So I took it out, and as you can see, there's this a clip there that you can easily take off using needle nose plier. Just a little tip. So yeah, so now that's on. Now onto the side. So what I'm gonna do is I want you to take these two off, and then again the same, put the washer here, and then put the sidebar over there, and it's gonna go all the way there. It's gonna secure here and here, so both sides you get 4 points secured, which is, you know, that's gonna be a solid. So let's do that. So I cut that one off, this one here, and I need a different tool because this one here is just not strong enough. So then I use this one here. So this will give me more torque, power, and I was able to loosen it up after I apply more pressure. So I'm gonna go the other one. All right, there you go. And what do we say about duct tape? Engineer's best friend. And now those two are off. Now I can put the washer here, and then this one, this be the sidebar. That's gonna go over there. There you go. One down. One more to go. So this is nice. So that will be this is the L bracket. They call it L bracket. So then attached to the footrest bolt here, and it goes all the way up here. So now I need to put it on the other side and check, and then tighten everything, and then ready to go. Okay, so here's the tape. So instead of taking those two at the same time, I take one of them only, put the bolt, put the washer, and put the bolt back in. Now I can do this side, so I don't have to awkwardly later on trying to hold this and trying to screw it back in when both are out. Alright, there you go, both are up. So let's again go look at it. This one goes from the footrest, and then the next one, this goes in the middle bar that is attached by the two bolts that hold together this backlight. So similar here. So then now we can attach that, so that should be much easier. Just this thing here. So that is gonna go either this way or this way. So I'm gonna do that next. Almost there. Okay, so on the rack I got this high rack that should work pretty well for most uses. And it comes with the hardware. So that's the mounting plate. That's the rack with 4 bolts and 2 spacers in case I want it to be higher. So that's the diagram. So basically you have the top rack here, and then you're gonna use the bolt to attach this to the rack, and then use the other bolt to attach the leg, and then you're going to push this inside your out bracket, and I'll show you how that works. It's pretty neat. So you see this screw, that's gonna be the one that's gonna lock. So I can just drop it over there, see, and then I can lock it. So when I lock it, it's gonna go into that groove and it's gonna make it secure. So there's this hole here that actually I don't know what that's for. So we'll find out. So let's set it up. Okay, so that's the finished product. Just gonna get the last tour around. It's the same thing that you guys see in the beginning of the video. So that's that side of it. I'm pretty happy with the install. It's pretty easy. Took me about half an hour to do the entire thing. It's definitely much faster than when I have to install. That's the first thing that I put in after I bought my bike. It's called the frame slider there. It's very useful because I dropped my bike a few times. So, but that one was more difficult because I have to take all the fairings and everything. This one, I do not take anything apart. The only thing I have to take off from the bike is this pinion, the back seat there. All right, I hope this is helpful, and thank you for watching.